What is going on, guys? It's Freddy Collector here with another review, and this time we're going to be taking a look at the Dasin Genos figure. I know that I've been promising that this review was going to be coming out earlier in the week. I did get this figure on Tuesday, but I was a little busy. There was some things that came up during the week that I had to take care of first, so I finally was able to film a proper review. If you notice, I do have a little different backdrop than what we're usually used to in my other videos. So that's new. I did film the video earlier in the week, but I had to refilm it because it felt rushed, but I think this video came out better. If you're just here to know what I think of it, I think it's a great figure. It's a really good figure. If you like One Punch Man, they really did a good job. You almost forget that this is a third-party company making these figures, because even if Figma makes one, I'm probably not going to get it because this figure is just so good. It utilizes the articulation well from the Bodycoon. There's a lot of new sculpts, new articulation features, different from the Dasin One Punch Man Saitama. But enough about this. We're going to get into the actual video, and I'll tell you why he's so awesome. So real quick, for those of you who like to see boxes, here's the box for him. Pretty plain, looks the same as the Saitama. Main thing that I like is the cool box art right here of Genos. It says One Punch Man on the bottom. So this box came a little better. Didn't really look like the mailman punch at this time like my Saitama did. So I guess it didn't go through that much in custom. So kudos to you guys for not messing up my package. So enough about the box. Let's get into what we're really here for. It is Genos. Saitama is training him. He's learning under him and trying to figure out his moves, how to be a good hero. But personally, I like Genos better. I know a lot of people like Saitama better, but I like Genos better just because he has more of a character development to him. He's more serious about being a hero than Saitama. I know he wants to be a hero for fun, but I like Genos' attitude. He's always trying to strive for the best. He's always trying to fight hard, no matter what type of villains he's facing. So I really enjoy the character, and I'm really happy to finally have a good figure of him. I believe this is the first 6-inch figure of this character, and overall, looking at him here, they did a pretty good job with it. Let's take a look at his face close up. And I don't know about you guys, but his face looks really close to how he looks in the anime and in the manga. The eyes with the dark shading around it, the black paint, the yellow eyes, the hair is really sculpted well. I really like the hair a lot. He's got his earrings right there. And then let's take a look at his body. He has a plain, I want to say this is like a navy blue, dark navy blue shirt. Doesn't really come up that much on the camera, probably looks black, but it is like a dark shade of blue, I want to say. Really, really dark blue. And he's got his tears around his shirt here. Some of his cyborg veins right there. And then he's got his shoulder pads here, which are pretty cool. They do move up. So I'm going to show you that when I go through the articulation. And then he's got his details here in his arms. So it actually makes him look like he's a real cyborg. The paint's kind of shiny. I don't want to say it's chrome, but there is a shiny finish to it. And he's wearing his black jeans, I want to say. These look black. And he's got his shoes with the heel in it. So this is particularly a new mold. If you can see the pants here, this is a new mold because I believe on the Bodycoon, which these figures are based off of, they don't have any of this wrinkles in the pants. So I think that's a new mold there. And then of course he's got his pants right here. There's a pocket. There's a zipper right there. So there's some attention to detail. They really outdid themselves with putting all of the details in his outfit, the hair. So personally, I think they really did a good job putting in a lot of detail into the figure. He really does look like Genos. And like I was saying, the quality is really nice. The paint is very, very clean. Let me get close in there again. The paint is very clean. No splotches on mine. You almost forget that this is a third-party company making these. You almost think this is like an official SH Figure Arts figure or something along the lines of that. So the quality is definitely good. Not sure if anyone else is having any issues, but mine came out perfect. So yeah, pretty good. Now for accessories, I'll go over really quick. First, he does have his apron, as seen in the anime. Pretty funny, nicely made, pretty nice cloth. This is actually Saitama's apron, but he does wear it in the anime. This is kind of a weird thing to say, but I don't know why they didn't give Saitama a cloth cape. That was kind of a missed opportunity. I mean, literally most of the Dasin figures, like the slam dunk figures and then this figure, they're coming with these cloth accessories. So in my opinion, that's like a missed opportunity. They could have really put a nice cloth cape with Saitama, but maybe we'll get another version of him and he'll have a cloth cape, or maybe they'll release like a accessory of some sort. But this is a pretty nice apron. I'll show you how to put it on later. He does come with 3 faces. The face he comes on, he actually comes with 4 if you count the one that is on him right now, which just is a stern regular face. He does have a battle damage face. Very nice, very nicely detailed. Let's get into detail right there. Let's zoom in. He's got the cuts right here with his eye. His skin's cracking, just like in the anime when he gets hurt. Then we have a yelling face. Very nice, very expressive. And then we have a grinning face, or not a grinning face, this is more of like he's gritting his teeth. I guess this is more of a grimace and this is more of a scream. I like the screaming face. But most of all, this face is really well detailed. The battle damage face, that's pretty nice right there. I don't know about you, but that's some nice sculpting right there. Then he comes with 2 other hands, a notepad and a pen, like in the anime when he takes notes around Saitama and how to be a hero. And then he does come with 2 open hands, some nice shading there, not shading, some nice paint, shiny metal paint. Pretty nice. And he does come with this stand if you want to use it on him. It's pretty posable, pretty sturdy, not at all cheaply made, just like the one that Saitama came with, if you want to use it. So now that I've showed you all the accessories that he comes with, I'm probably going to show you how to change the faces, which is a little different than most figures. A lot of figures that we have, we just take the hairpiece off like so, right here. Seemingly it seems like it's going to be a normal faceplate change. However, the way they engineer this is a little different. You got to take both hair pieces off here, and as you can see, the faceplate is actually connected to the ball joint, so you gotta pop that off. I'm gonna put on the screaming head, so you actually have to pop off the face to change it. It requires maybe a little more work, but I guess that's just the way they wanted to do it this time. I'm not really sure. I don't see why they could have just done a normal faceplate change, but that's the way they did it. So you got to take out both pieces of the hair. Goes on pretty easily. And there you go. So the faces are actually attached to the figure. Something different that we haven't seen before, especially in this company, but it's not bad. And I don't really mind it. And changing the hands is nothing different. You just gotta pop out the hand there, and it's on a small little ball peg. Do be careful, don't be too rough with it. I wouldn't pull it off like a gorilla. Just pop it in there nice and slow. and it should go in there nicely. There you go. Goes on pretty well. Holds, it doesn't fall off. No issues there. Alright, so I think now we can talk about the articulation. So let's get in a little close here. The head does move around all the way. Pretty nice range of motion. The head does look all the way down. From the side right there, does look up. So pretty good. There's also an extra joint right here at the neck, so you can get a little more articulation. It does move. But overall, pretty good in the head. For the arms, you can move them all the way out. And it does move up and down. It is on a ball peg inside the body, so that moves pretty good. There's a lot of range of motion there. These shoulder pads, or the flaps on his arms, they do fly up, so if you need to move his arms up, it moves with it. I think it's actually just part of his arm, but I think they made it move it that way just because it won't hinder the articulation. And then the arms do move forward. He does have a butterfly joint. Works pretty well, and it's hidden well. Get in there. Goes right in there, so that's pretty nice. That doesn't really make the sculpt look weird. The articulation is pretty nice on this figure. So there's a lot of new things that they did on the arms especially. He's got his double jointed elbows, as expected. It's got his swivel and hinge. And then he got his ab crunch right here. Moves all the way down, back and forth. He does have a waist twist, but it's a little hindered, but you don't really need it because you got the ab crunch. Just has a little added articulation. It does move around a little bit right there. His legs do go all the way out. You can't get him to do a perfect split, but it's decent enough. The legs don't go back because of this piece of his pants. Kind of stops it from going back, but it does go forward all the way, so you can get that done. He can kick up really high. He does have that thigh cut right here, so that's no problem there. A lot of range of motion. He's got his double jointed knee right there. Very nice. He's got his swivel right here, his ankle rocker. It's on a ball peg right there if you can see. So he can move pretty much everywhere. Just got to position it. And he's got a toe hinge. So that's about it. This guy is loaded with articulation. If you want to do a lot of cool poses from the manga or anime, you can probably get a lot of them done using this figure because he's just loaded with a lot of articulation. For those of you who take pictures and pose, if you like to pose your figures for fun, anything like that, you're gonna have a lot of fun with this guy. I really recommend him. And then something cool I thought of, a little creative idea. If you guys do have the Iron Man figure, he does come with these blasts from his repulsors. If you can find a way to like stick this onto his hand without modding it, you can get kind of like a blast from his hand. So that's just a little creative idea. You can probably put a piece of wax or putty here to hold it for pictures if you want to have him like with blast effects or something. So that's just an idea for those of you who do have that Iron Man figure. And really quick to put on the apron, it's fairly easy. You don't really need to take off the whole head. You kind of just need to take off the hair, just so the loop here will fit over the face, like so. It's a little difficult for it to fit over it with the hair on, but it's fairly easy. And then there's some tassels right here. You can just tie it in the back like so. Doesn't have to be perfect. And there you go, it's a nice fit. A quick size comparison for you guys. Here he is next to the Marvel Legends Wolverine, and he's next to the SH Figure Arts Goku and the SH Figure Arts Black Goku. So as you can see, he's a little taller than them. He's a little taller than the regular Marvel Legends figure. I'm going to say he's around 6 inches. So I think he can fit in with most of your collection. If you're taking pictures or displaying them, I think he'll do just fine. Perfect size. And last but not least, here he is next to the Dasin Saitama. They're pretty much the same size. Genos might be just a little taller because he has heels, or because of his hair. Might make him look a little taller, but they're kind of on the same body mold. I know they have the same upper legs, but they did a lot of new tooling for the Genos figure, so he looks really different than Saitama. So I think it was a good base to use, and the Genos just came out really great. Really nice figure, great quality, and he looks great next to Saitama. So that is it, guys. That's gonna conclude my review of this figure. I definitely recommend it if you are a One Punch Man fan, or if you're a Genos fan. This is perfect. This is a really good figure, great rendition of the character, good articulation, good sculpt, good quality. Everything is pretty good about this figure all around. I don't really have any negative things to say about it. The only thing I could say maybe is if he came with some more accessories, maybe some blast effects, and you can put some in his hands. But that's about it for a third-party figure. It's great. I know you can get him on eBay, AliExpress, and some other places. You can get him on China Model Toys. That's where I got mine, about 35 bucks. Free shipping. So it's a good price point too, if you're not looking to break the bank over some figures. But I definitely recommend it, like I said earlier. Do stick around at the end of the video, because I'm going to include some cool pictures of him and Saitama, just to show you some cool poses and some other things. And I'll see you guys in my next video.